the second part, as you've seen in your PPT, which I shared in the group, is that how to find suppliers. Actually, you have a product idea. This is what I say. You have a product idea in mind. You want maybe shoes, or you want foundation, or you want t-shirts, or you want trousers. You have this idea in mind, but you don't know how to go about to get customers. So as I explained in the class, that in China there are a lot of suppliers, and the suppliers here are not so expensive, and the products you can get, like I can say, you can get products of different price according to what you can afford. We all know that, but it doesn't mean that because because there are different type of suppliers, then you go get the cheapest thing. No, you have to check the most good supplier for you. So how do you go about this? First, you have to understand what you need. Maybe there are things like in makeup, you're starting maybe makeup business. I'm sorry, I'm using this because it's the field I am in. So it's the industry field. Okay, it's the industry I am in, business industry. Okay, so let's say there is foundation, there's lipstick, there's powder, there's this, there's that. You have to identify and know what you want to begin with, what you want to start. Remember, you want to start a business on a budget. Maybe you don't have enough money, so what are you going to start with? Okay, so you have to understand that thing. So there are categories also which will help you in choosing the supplier you need. You know, in China you find like there are different applications, different this and that, which all of them have different suppliers. But how do you go about getting the suppliers who are there? And how do you know that this supplier here is good, or this supplier here is the one I should go to, or this supplier is not the one I should go to, this supplier is bad, this is good, as good quality as bad quality? Let's follow the steps here. You see, first, there are some categories which I have to read now, so my eyes will go down. I have to read the categories which you have to help you think about the Chinese suppliers. There's manufacturers versus third-party suppliers. There's big corporation versus small family-owned third suppliers that just buys in and sell out. Vertically integrated manufacturers versus assembly-based manufacturers. Properly categorizing the suppliers will help you understand what you need. For example, if you need to import products in a narrow range, you'll have to choose a manufacturer in a narrow range. That means the third-party supplier. If you're a small business and need a dedicated attention, you want to develop a good relationship with a small family-owned business, you have to be very careful in this part here. Or I can say, you can, if you don't understand it, you can also ask me again, but I'll try to explain it a little bit. For small businesses, we are all small businesses, so these big companies, big corporations, we don't need them at all for now, because in big corporations you find the number of pieces, maybe your orders should be from 10,000 pieces, 20,000 pieces, 30,000 pieces. I'm sure most of us who attended this class or who are small businesses are not ready for this thing. They're not ready for this type of commitment, or not having the economy to support themselves in buying such expensive things. So first, if you are dealing with imports in narrow range, I don't know if you have any person who's interested in imports, but if you deal with imports, you have to choose you have to choose manufacturer than a third-party supplier. The third-party supplier are the ones just buy and sell out vertically. They buy things from the big corporations and they sell out in their corporations, right? So something like that. And if you're a small business and need dedicated attention, you may want to develop a good relationship with the small family-owned businesses. These small family-owned businesses are something like Alibaba, 16888. You find them there. This is just a word they use to express. So you have to find them in those applications. They'll give you attention you need, because big corporations, you want to buy your 100 pieces in a company that produces 50,000, 100,000, they're not ready to give you the attention you need. So you have to deal with the factory, or you have to deal with the supplier who can who suits your need. Yeah. So The second thing is that you have to use search engines to search for information you need related to your product name. You understand? So you need shoes, or maybe you need suit. What is the name of the suits people wear? Hey, I forgot the name. The men's suit. I forgot. Okay, let's say we are looking for watches. They are called Rolex. Those Rolex, right? You'll have to go search Rolex on the search engine. Then you see maybe different results, like first 100 results that will be relevant to the products you need. You can also find out what your competitors are doing at this point, like how they do, how their market is, and their marketing channels. From here, it will help you set up your business. It will help explain to the suppliers the type of products you want and how you want them to be. Do the research. I'll talk this in the next part, but I keep on explaining. I'll explain it here too. Do your market research. Do your market research. Know about the product. Know about the competitors. Know everything about what you want to start. This will help you set up a very good brand. Okay. Third, use trustworthy B2B website or popular business directory websites to obtain structured information for Chinese suppliers. This, for those who are in China, is very easy. You understand? Like you can just go to Alibaba, or the Chinese Alibaba known as 1688. So from there, you'll be able to get your suppliers. Though there are other websites which you can get products. Apart from websites, there are other applications you can get products. Here we're talking about Taobao, we're talking about Pinduoduo. But if you want products for selling, I strongly suggest you go to 1688. So let me explain about 1688 at this point. So 1688 is a very tricky application and very good application. You can search in English, by the way. You can just go search maybe lipstick. But I suggest you download a translator. The translator, you can download something like this called Baidu Translator, Google Translate. In these translators, you'll be able to write, maybe it's lipstick. You just write their lipstick. It will come the Chinese name, Ko Hong. So when you get that name, you go and put it in the search engine or in the application, Alibaba search place. You write Ko Hong, just copy and paste. Actually, writing is a little bit hard for some. So you copy and paste. When you paste, you'll get a lot more suppliers than if you would have searched the Ko Hong, which is lipstick in English. So make sure you get these applications. These are essential for your business, especially if you are just a growing business. Trust me, that's what you need. The next thing is that you can also get suppliers by, I tried this, I did this sometime, but that is after I've started the business already, 1 year after I started the business. I checked the supplier who I've been using before. I called them and I told them that I wanted to visit their factories. So they gave me their address and I was able to visit their factories and see what they are doing. Not all suppliers actually, because I have different suppliers. Most of my products come from different places. So I went to see the factories of certain products and I saw what they're doing and I was really happy and I was able to check the quality. I saw how it works. It was really cool. But that it depends on the stage of the business which you are in. If you're just in the beginning, I don't suggest that one, because you go in cost of transport, accommodation, food, and remember you are going in a different city. There's a lot of things which are going with it, right? So I can also give so let's go to the third part. After looking for these applications like the Alibaba, Pinduoduo, Taobao, or any other application, you have to narrow down a list of suppliers you want to work with in a manageable amount. Here I mean that if you search, as I said, Ko Hong, you get a lot of suppliers. But you have to take your time. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, like just boom, you just get suppliers. No. It's a process. It's really a process. You have to take days. Sometimes it can take days, it can take weeks, it can take months to get a perfect supplier of your need. So just be patient. as usual, I know you're all hardworking, so keep the hard work up. Stay up late night, all those things. You get the perfect supply of your choice. Let's say maybe you get a shop, they tell you 1,000 pieces, but you can afford just 20 pieces. You have to keep on searching until you get a supplier who can bring you 20 pieces only. Fourth, you have to look or find a Chinese local business or friend to help you. I know most of us meet some Chinese, like they like talking to foreigners sometimes. So when they say they want to learn English from you, you also tell them, okay, it should be a fair game, right? Fair game in that they teach you teach them English, but they should help you too. So in this case, how they're going to help you is that maybe you can't find a good word to search for your product online. The Chinese have their tricks. They know how to do things. So you just tell them like, bro, help me. I need to look for lipstick, or I need to look for t-shirts, good t-shirts, like polo t-shirts. How am I going to get these t-shirts? The person is going to help you. They have their tricks of getting good suppliers. So if you have a friend, make sure you contact them and they help you doing this thing. It's going to be easy for you and it's going to be good for you too. So that's all I had to share about the steps on finding supplier. Okay, number 3, how to find customers. Having a great product, that is one thing, but a product cannot sell itself. You have to go look for customers. How are you going to look for customers? So I'll share some ways in which you're going to use and get some customers. I hope they're going to be helpful in some point. First,